This is Tynker. This is what it looks like from the teacher side. You've got your summary, your lesson plans, your grade book, your concept map, projects, showcase, students, and settings. The way that it works is that you choose a lesson. So let's say I want to choose the storytelling lesson, which is awesome for making digital stories. So then I go here and I go to student view to see what it looks like. So the way that Tynker is set up, you have different pieces. So you have different pieces within each lesson that has to be completed in order to earn a badge. In this case, if I were to complete all of the different pieces, then I would get a scriptwriter badge, which is awesome. So over here, your light bulb icon is basically going to be a review or just a summary. Anything that has a book here is going to be like a narrative on how a certain tool works. Anything that has the tools here is going to be something that students have to build. The puzzle piece here is a puzzle or a series of puzzles that have to be completed. Here is for the quiz. So in almost every lesson in Tynker, there's actually a quiz that's associated with it. And on the quiz, students get a grade based on how well they do. So let's look to see what one of the exercises looks like. Okay, so the thing about Tynker that students need to be aware of is that you need to read. Students really need to read because none of this information is read to them. So how everything works is over here on the left-hand side, you have your instructions. So students will work through the different steps to give their actors code to make them work in a certain way. Over here, you have different blocks that are broken up. Your flow, which is more about timing and repetition. Your motion, which is going to be about your movement. You've got animation, looks, sensing. The really cool thing about Tynker is that you also have a physics category, which is excellent. So, right here, you know that you're coding for Ada because code for Ada is what's selected. If I were to click on glitch, then it would say code for glitch. So the directions tell me to code for the stage. To get to the stage, I have to click on scenes, and then stage is right here. Now the really cool thing about Tynker, and they've just added this, is that when you're coding, so I'm going to go over here and give it a wait block, you can click where it says code view, and code view will actually show you the JavaScript behind what you're actually coding, which starts to kind of bridge that gap between block-based coding and script-based coding, which is really powerful. So let's do one more step, and we'll say this. The cool thing about Tynker is that students, anytime that there is a white rectangle, students can go in and type in whatever text they want. So they can actually design their characters and make them say anything they want to, which is really great for storytelling. So right next to the play button over here, I have a full screen option. So I can go full screen and then click play. And this is how the students will use Tynker. Now, from the teacher side, you want to see what their progress is. So if I go back here to the teacher side of the activity, then I can go into the grade book and see how students are doing with their projects and also how they're doing with the quiz results. So again, there's a quiz in just about every single lesson, and it breaks down either quizzes that students haven't done yet or what they have done, and it gives them a score, which is great because you can see who's understanding the concepts and who isn't. So these are just some of the projects that students can make with Tynker. Here's some brief examples. And that is basically how you can use Tynker with your students.